Hello everybody. Making here a video that was requested over from the last astrology report. That was from Donna Marie. She asked the questions. I'm going to show you the question in a little bit. But before I get into the question, we're talking about things far more deeper with an understanding. I'm actually appreciate this question because this question brings a lot of things where the people don't really realize when they are in connection and what they actually do, or what is the consequences of what they actually do, and the whole point of karma. Most people don't. They use the word. They use the word karma, but they have no idea what it that's mean, and also they don't understand what they actually doing with that process of karma. Karma from Sanskrit means action, or actually the consequences of your actions. They leading to another actions that leads to another actions that leads to another actions for it. Uh, the main thing it is that what is the karma for it of the questions is. So I'm gonna go through the question and I'm gonna be explaining you some few things, and hopefully this is gonna be helping the twin flame community. So first of all, the announcement, I'm gonna be live on November 11th. This is gonna be at 5 p.m. Chicago time. So think about it, what's gonna be the time anywhere else in the world for it. The reason I picked up Chicago time, it is because most of the people who watching the channel, they are from South America and United States, United Kingdom. So kind of like it's not that much late for it. And also it's gonna be some kind of like an early time for people in India, which is that's what most of the viewers is of my YouTube channel for it. So you can go ahead and ask all the questions and all the things that you want during the event as usually. And if you need an astrology reading, you can go ahead and message me over at the Facebook, and we're gonna go ahead and set it up for you. But things about the karma. Let's go back into the karma lesson for it. I have a few quotes here for you, but here's what Donna Marie actually wrote right in the YouTube channel. I actually messaged her and asked her, listen, can I use your words for that video? Because she asked me to do a video, so here it is, I do a video. And she said, I appreciate all of the info that you provide on Twin Flames. I'm having a hard time getting and keeping myself out of depression. Okay, a lot of us, including me, are in depression of this. First of all, if you've been watching the astrology reports that I make, they are about the gravitational field created by the planets. Basically, what I do is a astro psychology energy reports that will have effect on us. And there is a lot of people who are like, dear, what the heck, why so right? Well, it is what it is. It's a knowledge beyond the knowledge sometimes in me, and I'm like, how come I get lucky to know all this stuff? Sometimes I feel lucky, sometimes I feel like I'm cursed to know these things, but it is what it is. But depression, I did one post. I translated from Bulgarian to, it's out on the Facebook. It is about the depression. But the one thing that hit me inside of it is that was a one quote that stated, depression is the fight between the soul and the mind. So the mind can want so many things. The soul can feel so many things. But when the things go wrong for it, then the depression is in order. But what kind of like depression? What can keep yourself out of the depression? You can't keep yourself out of the depression. The depression comes after somebody hurt you, after somebody did something that you never thought it could. The depression it's coming from the duality fights. The depression it's coming from expectations. It's my advice to you, Donna Marie, is like if you want to keep yourself out of the depression, take a look at the causes and remove the causes. You remove the causes, then you remove the sickness. So depression is sickness, but it depends on what kind of depression you have. See, the regular depression can be also described as, this is a repeatable depression, can also be described as a post-traumatic stress disorder. Basically, people who hurt you in the same place over and over and over, all of a sudden becomes a disorder because you cannot handle it anymore. You cannot do things anymore. But there is a depression. There is, most people don't talk about it. That is a depression within a soul. And that depression within a soul, it is someone who did something with the vibrations, by using the vibrations of the soul, and creates damage beyond, basically beyond repair. At some point you can repair, but it will leave a scar that you can change dramatically. You will change. That scar of this damage will change you, and the change can be positive, can be negative, but you will change for it. So if you're having a hard time of getting out of the depressions, again, focus of removing what's causing it, this depression. The depressions in the soul, it's more deeper. The person is pretty much like dead because you hurt him the most precious thing. That's the gift of God. That depression in the soul, it's mostly described, it's like you hurting the gift of God. And that depression is can go much higher. That depression is through the soul, and the things above can be in depression as well, because you're gonna require of different healing. You're gonna be requiring a healing from above. There is no person who suffers this damage on the soul and can be repaired, because the soul is not produced in the earth. The soul is produced out in the universe, and that healing will be taking some so long time. But the depression is so deep because the suffering, how can somebody hurt somebody else deep in the soul? It felt it not only here, but it felt through the dimensions, because this is the worst thing you can do: hurt somebody, crush somebody right there in the soul. And if you've done this to you, then you will understand what that is for it. Trust the divine forces to be working on you, and allow them to heal that damage for it. So to continue with this question, I have a lot of work to do for myself, but I can't stop harboring resentment and insecurity, especially for his karmics. Uh, he's karmic. That means he's got more than one karmic. I wish to know what its more karmic is. Maybe wife or kids, or whatever the situation is. Uh, but the question is why are you harboring resentment? Why? That also you have insecurities. What is the more secure in art? Nothing is secure in this art, only an opportunity to do the right things. Uh, the opportunity is secure. You can go ahead and try and do the things. But the insecurity is talking about that you have personal insecurity, Donna Marie, and those insecurities can affect you. Those insecurities, they could be um, maybe from the person, he still hang on to the damage of his karmic relationship. Maybe the karma is not solved yet, so the person is not separate yet. Uh, I don't understand why this hurt you so much. As you say, they hurt me physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, every aspect in life. Now, I want you to message me again at this video. I want you to explain this to me. First of all, the karmics, and is that a one, two, three? Or what does that mean hurt for you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and every aspect in your life? Why do you feel hurt? Okay. If you feel hurt, you probably are very soft-hearted. That means that you are easy to get hurt, and maybe that's what this is helping. So you can be more strong. You can be more growing up. You can be more develop more strength from within. So you need to refocus and getting back on track with your personal life. Yes, the questions that you wrote is actually the things that you need to tell yourself. Um, the best thing that you can do is things that you're trying to tell other people is actually trying to tell this on your own self, and watch what you're saying, what the things are in there. You saying, I don't know how to let go. Here it is. I made a videos on let go. You can do a let go. The question is that when somebody is abandoned you, how to let it go of the pain. If you're talking about to let go of the pain, uh, that's a whole another ball game. It's all about where the pain is, what's causing the pain. If the pain was caused by a person who is uh, does an action and doesn't see what his action can create, doesn't see the damage. They don't care if they're gonna damage you. They don't care of the situations that you are. That can be a very hurtful thing. It's gonna take your time, so you have to be kind of like picture yourself like a wounded dog that the dog lick its own wounds and it heal itself. That is one thing you have to do, because once the dog gets its wounds licked out, and he's going to be able to get up and go back and go eat and go do its things. But there is something strange is going on with the dog. It's not the same dog after that. The person who hurt him, it's going to be part out of his life. See, the dog can love the person unconditionally until you pass that limit for it. So uh, my question to you will be, what you are internally grateful for. Take a look what you're grateful for. inside of you about people, inside of yourself, that you can benefit people. By helping other people, you're gonna go ahead and help yourself. Kind of like what I do, helping the people, and the same way I helping myself to heal for it. So right now I have like a few quotes attached to this video. I'm gonna talk about a little bit about karma so we can understand things. When you truly understand karma, then you will realize that. But what's karma? How are you developing karma? Karma can be developed for so many ways, so many different things. For example, if you're in a relationship and you know you have a problems, but instead of focusing the problems, you don't solve them, or you didn't say anything about this problem, you just hide them somewhere underneath for it. Then you create karma, you create problems, because those problems they will serve, they will come out on the surface. Sooner or later, the hidden part, the face mask, will come out, and that will comes out on the surface. And when it comes out on the surface, there is create these actions, those things. And now to protect this secrets, for example, you can use excuses. You can use, well, I did this because of this person. I did this because of my relatives. I had to do this because of my kids. Actually, the problem was something else. The problem was your secrets of your insecurities. But when you say it's my husband, it's my parents, or my kids, or my cousins, or my friends gave me an advice, but actually the real reason was your insecurities, now you telling everybody else not the real reason, but telling the reason it's something else, you're creating a karma. You're creating the karma, because now the person who you're gonna say, that could be whatever it is for it, now all the energy of the people thinking that maybe your husband or parents or kids or whatever the situation is, it's their fault, but it's not. And actually it's not. But because of their thinking, they put energy towards you and towards the person. Now, if that's your husband, they will put out this negative energy towards the person, or they're going to put this negative energy about towards your parents, or towards the kids, or towards the relatives or the friends. Well, actually, the real reason was your personal insecurity that you hide for it. Now you create the karma that the people can go ahead and create the actions with the people who has nothing to do with the truth. And that karma, it's very hard to pay it, because the karma, it's created by this way. It's got its own laws. It's the law of the truth. You need to understand the karma is working on the truth. If you're truth to yourself and to everybody, you're not creating karma. But if you go ahead and do things that you're not supposed to doing, not the right things, then you are creating the karma. And that karma can be transferred from life to life to life to life, so on and so on. So here is, karma is how the universe balances the scales. So be careful what you put out there, because it's likely to be returned. Yes, the karma is gonna come back, and that's what is this saying: don't do anything that you don't want no one to do it to you. Sooner or later, the karma it is been given, but the karma in the soul, she works more faster. She works pretty quick. I've seen this karma on some of my very earliest videos. I explained that karma. I talked about that karma in there, about the situations that someone walked into a soul relationship and wanted it and created so much other things. All of a sudden, that person becomes the person, same situation, and allowed me to watch what actually is going on in there. And sometimes God's going to have you watch it when the karma is paid back. But even the karma is paid back, it doesn't solve the situation. It only solves the learning and the understanding about it. But it will not solve the situation. You have to understand this. The situation will be solved maybe now, maybe in another life, maybe in 1,000 lives from now. But the karma does not solve problems. Soul karma. The soul karma is two souls when they have a karma from previous life. One soul karma, that could be between the lovers who couldn't be in a past life. That soul karma, for example, is like I love her or I love him, but we can't be together because I have a religious issue, I have this issue, I have that issue, but I love him with my soul. And now, since the love is in the soul, but it can be developed, if, for example, you loved somebody in a past life, and you guys were from different religion for it, so you come again to this life now, and the person who the first time said, we are from different religion, can't be together. Now the other person said, well, listen, we are from the same, we are from a different religions. I can't be with you. So now the action is the same, but it doesn't solve the situation. The only way of the situation can be solved if this problem it's overcome. If this problem is overcome. The other thing it is if somebody loves you in the past life, and you say, well, I just like him, but because of the money, or because of something from kind of security, not because I love him, now is the same thing is going to be come back to you. You're going to have a lover who's going to be, comes in, is going to say, well, I don't love you for it. I don't want to have nothing with you. The only problem it is that people don't pay attention is to the soul karma, that when you use the words I love you, okay, this part of I love you, it comes in from you expressing a feelings related to love. Once you say I love you, you create the statement not only on the front of a person, but you also create the statement on the front of the universe, and the karma is there. The soul karma is there. The soul karma says, okay, good, love is there. But if you actually don't mean it, and you said this, then you're going to create a soul karma with your own self about this. And back later on, you're going to get paid back for this soul karma. So the relationship with the karma could be even in a karmic relationship. That could be an ex-husband. That could be an ex-wife. You had this karma developed for it. And the only thing that you can do about the karma is enjoying yourself within the duality. What I mean, enjoying myself within the duality. It's that duality is gonna help you on the way to understand your previous life. What did you do? And understand now what do you have to do. And in order you to use that duality, you seeking from the one life, which is the one duality, and you seeking the new life, the present life, right now. And through that duality, you actually create this understanding. Once you learn the understanding, the karma itself, it's solved within you. Because the karma, the reason for existence of the karma is the understanding. I talked previous videos about that understanding is the highest form of yourself for the evolution, and that's what the karma is. Karma is the teaching you to understand more, and more. The more you understand for it, the better will be for you. So you can reevaluate your life, you can reevaluate yourself, and hopefully you will understand not to put yourself on a situations, or not to put other people in a karma that they have nothing to do with that for it. So, Donna Marie, I hope I answer your questions here. I will be glad if you can kind of like give me some more informations under the video. Thank you for your question, and you guys, thank you for the listening. Guys, be love. I will see you and 11:11.